What's up, y'all? I think this is day 26. I missed day 25. I missed day 25's entry. So that's super annoying. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to make of this anymore. I think... Okay. So some of my current person, and like I think what will happen for all time, is that... Sorry, let me just write this in. I've noticed I actually need a freaking warm-up period for writing. So it takes me a little while to actually get into the motions for some reason. Hopefully that goes away with time. What did I want to... Something about cliche. Oh, cliche and quiche. We could talk about that. But more importantly, I need to cover what I was talking about just before, which is that essentially we need to take as a given that I cannot and for all we know, maybe even never, be trusted. To stick to my regimen of posting daily. Annoying, very dumb, very embarrassing. Something very difficult, if at all possible, to change. It's not even habit, that's the issue. Or maybe it's an issue of not having accrued a habit of logging in daily. But of course, I did mention in different days that my current schedule is... My schedule at the time was screwed. However, my schedule now is fixed. Not fixed, just back on track. In order to do that, I had to sacrifice grades that I really did not want to. Which included, but was not limited to, a midterm and a 2-week long assignment. Yeah, which I have mentioned before, but... Oh my goodness, I cannot aim for the life of me right now. I write so slowly. I really, speed will hopefully come with time. Right, so, yeah. We'll see what happens next. On irrelevant note, I wanted to talk a little bit about cliche and quiche. So, it's really about like the phonetics. Like, I think it's the phonetics that I am planning to discuss, but I'm not adept in any sense at linguistics, so forgive me for anything anything incorrect that I'm going to say, which is probably going to be everything. In any case, we're gonna, let's see, how do we organize this? I used to pronounce and I am not going to be using the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, for this. I just don't remember it. I don't want to pull it up. My hands are filled anyways, so I can't really fill it up. And also, this is a little bit impromptu, so I didn't have any preparation for this whatsoever. So, in favor of trying to not stall these videos for longer than they already are dragging on to be, we're just gonna move on and, yeah, it's like Clee, and then so I have a penchant for mispronouncing words. In this case, I'd like to point out I used to pronounce cliche as cliche or some derivation that kept the there's names for all of these phonetics. I'm just or like yeah, the ch sound. I used to include that in this. Yeah, it's cliche, and then, okay, that's fine. Then, the first time, not learning from my mistake, or well, I don't even know if it's a mistake. English is just so is just inconsistent to someone who's ignorant to its patterns. Okay, the first time I saw the word quiche, I thought it was pronounced as some form of, like, I don't know, qui Che. Or, well, that should be like a long I, which is, well, no, that's not even correct. We're just gonna ignore that. Not gonna bring out the eraser. As Qui? Why am I'm trailing so badly. Maybe it's the way I'm holding the phone right now, or my posture, or my positioning. I don't know. I'm not currently bothered enough to fix it. That was pronounced as Quiche, as some variant of Quiche or Quiche. Like, these are the pronunciations I was expecting and would have accepted without too much struggle or conflict. It's pronounced frickin' quiche. I just wanted to share that with you. There's a billion other words I mispronounced, like pristine. I used to pronounce matcha and matcha the same. There are so many others, right? I mean, Viscount doesn't really count. Yeah, because there was someone who actually let their name be pronounced as Viscount instead of Viscount, but there are so many others that I'm just not remembering at this moment. Right, like psychopathy. So, for context, right? My parents, all right, are immigrants. English is not their first language. So I guess one way to phrase this would be, oh my god, I cannot write right now. Are native I basically had to learn myself. I basically learned the bulk of my English from reading books. That little addendum is important, are not native English speakers. I learned most of the words or at least a lot of the words I know. Also, why is it not there we go. Oh my goodness, why was my writing so blurry? Why did the camera not focus on my writing? That is obscene, because that's the only activity going on. I just sometimes do not understand technology. Ambiguous is another word I mispronounce. I know from reading and so basically what ends up happening, basically what happens is you make a dumb child try to learn verbalizations of written language without knowledge of corresponding conventions. And that leads to where I am now. This is not something I want to change about myself. This is perfectly fine. And it gets funny. It sometimes is amusing to make pedants upset, or no, just triggered or miffed mildly. Not much to it. Learn there, we're all tidied up. Adhesion is between two different matters, right? And then cohesion is within a medium or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So that took way too long. I will call it here. Yeah. I sincerely hope I will see you again tomorrow. because that would mean I posted. Alright. That is all. Have a good day.